morning, class.
Morning, Mom.
Requesting everybody to please stand for prayer. Please, Bago, can you lead the prayer, please?
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses. Amen.
Before taking your seats, kindly arrange your chairs properly and pick up some pieces of paper. Good morning again, class.
Good morning, Mom.
Let me check your attendance. Aklo is Jane.
Present, Mom.
Armodia.
Present, Mom.
Balto Erica.
Present, Mom.
Cago Ailis.
Present, Mom.
Guarda Kibiltia.
Present, Mom.
Matulak Atina May. Tambalihol Kaida.
Present, Mom.
Okay. Class, do we have an assignment?
Mom.
Are you sure?
Yes, Mom.
So before we proceed to our next topic, let us have a first short review. What was our previous lesson, class? Miss Tambalihol. Can you tell us what was our previous lesson?
All about language acquisition and language learning.
Yes, thank you. Can you tell us what oh? Very good. Are there any questions or clarifications about our previous topic?
None, Mom.
If none, then we may now proceed to our next topic. But before that, I have here 5 rules that you must follow while class is ongoing. So the first one is, show respect to anyone inside and outside of the classroom. I don't want to see anybody without respect here inside the classroom and outside the classroom. Second, listen attentively, especially when the teacher is discussing. 3, actively participate in classroom discussions or activities. Later on, after my discussions, I have a short activities that you must cooperate. 4th, speak only when called or recognized and stand up to give the answer. And the last, all cell phones must be in silent mode. Calls can only be answered if they are important. Is that clear?
Yes, Mom.
Good. So now let us have a short activity before we proceed to our new lesson. Are you ready?
Yes, Mom.
Okay. I have here 2 pictures of different situations. Are you familiar with the first picture? Can you describe what kind of people they are?
No, Mom.
Miss Cago. Okay, I have pictures here of different situations. Are you familiar with the first picture? Can you describe what kind of people they are? Miss Cago.
So the first picture shows that the girl is competent with everyone.
Oh, really? Okay. How about the second picture? Can you tell what kind of person they are? Miss Athena May? How about the second picture? Can you tell what kind of person they are? Yes, Matula.
The second picture is all about that they helping each other to finish their project.
Okay, thank you. The photos that you have just seen today are about knowing and doing. Now my questions are, so I have here 3 questions. What are the key differences between knowing and doing? Yes, Miss Cargo.
Knowing refers to possessing knowledge or information, while doing refers to taking actions based on that knowledge.
Thank you. How about the number 2? What strategies can be employed to bridge the gap between knowing and doing? Miss Balbo.
When individuals possess knowledge about a particular subject or situation, they are more likely to make informed decisions and take appropriate action.
Thank you. How does knowledge influence actions and behaviors? Yes, Matula.
Goal setting, action planning, accountability, visualization, and positive affirmation, implementation intentions, and continuous learning. By employing the strategies, you can bridge the gap between knowing and doing, effectively translating putting knowledge into action.
Thank you. So based on your answers, knowing and doing are interconnected aspects that highlight the importance of combining theoretical knowledge with practical application. Knowing involves understanding concepts, theories, or information, while doing refers to effectively applying this knowledge in real-world situations. So it is the integration of knowledge in action that drives successful performance and achieve desired results. So based on the activity, what do you think our lesson for this morning? Miss Armodia.
Our lesson for this morning is competence and performance.
Very good. Our lesson for today is all about exploring the relationship between the competence and performance. But before we proceed, I want you to read first our objectives that we must attain for this morning. Everyone, please read.
Distinguish between competence and performance and understand their significance in various contexts. Analyze real-life scenarios and apply the concepts of competence and performance such as individual capabilities and bridge the gap between competence and performance through practical application and reflection.
Thank you. Since you already have ideas about competence and performance, lend me your ears for we are about to discuss our topic for this morning. Is that clear?
Yes.
Now, I have here a short scenario. Please read and analyze it, then answer the questions that follows after this. Are you done?
Yes.
Okay, I have here 3 questions. So the first question is, how does Emily's knowledge of nutrition or competence contribute to her ability to create personalized meal plans for clients? Miss Bordakipin.
Emily's knowledge of nutrition allows for 8 personalized meal plans based on individual needs.
Very good. Number 2. Number 2. In what ways did Emily's performance during the cooking demonstration reflect the difference between knowing and doing? Miss Gabo, please.
During the cooking demo, she faced challenges in communication and engagement, highlighting the gap between knowledge and actions.
Thank you. Number 3. What strategies could Emily employ to bridge the gap between her theoretical knowledge of nutrition and her practical skills in cooking and presentation? Tambalhol.
To improve, Emily can enhance cooking skills, practice presentation, seek mentorship, and use storytelling in demos.
Thank you. So very good. I'm sure as we go on with our discussion, you will realize how important the gap between knowledge and action. It has the opportunity to grow and improve. Embracing this challenge with determination and the willingness to learn will not only enhance the skills, but also lead to greater success in bridging the gap between knowing and doing. Remember, it's in these moments of growth that true transformation occurs. So let us now differentiate the 2 concepts. So competence. Who can read? Yes, Miss Balco.
Competence refers to the ability, knowledge, and skills required to perform specific tasks or job effectively. It involves having the necessary expertise and understanding of particular subject or field, as well as the capacity to apply that knowledge in practical situations. Competence can be acquired through education, through training, and experience. It is often used to assess an individual's capability to perform their job successfully or to evaluate the equality of their work. Competence is essential for professional growth and success in various areas of life.
Who can explain what is competence? Miss Latula, can you explain? A short explanation.
Competence is ability to know, or competence is a skills.
Thank you. So competence is about, it refers to the ability, knowledge, and skills required to perform a specific task or job effectively. So when we say competence, it's about knowing. Yeah. So we have here 3 examples. So a lawyer effectively arguing a case in court. So this picture shows about being competent. So the lawyer is arguing the case in front of the judge. Yeah. So the second picture is a surgeon successfully performing a difficult surgery. So as you can see in the second picture, the girl have a ability to know what she's gonna do. So that's the second picture. The third picture is, as you can see, a chef mastering a new cooking technique. So the chef is being competent to herself. She has a new cooking technique. So let's proceed to the performance. Who can read? Miss Armudia. Performance, on the other hand, refers to the actual use and application of that knowledge in real-life situations. It is the observable behavior and output that results from the interaction between competence and external factors such as cognitive processes, memory, attention, and situational context. In various contexts, performance can refer to different aspects. Okay, performance, on the other hand, refers to the actual use and application of that knowledge in real-life situations. It is the observable behavior and output that results from the interaction between competence and external factors, such as cognitive process, memory, attention, and situational context. So in various contexts, performance can refer to different aspects. So we have here 4 different aspects. The first one is the work performance. Work performance. In the workplace, performance refers to an employee's effectiveness in completing their job responsibilities and meeting performance standards. It includes factors such as productivity, quality of work, meeting deadlines, and achieving goals. We have here also artistic performance. So in the arts, performance refers to the presentation or execution of a creative work, such as a musical performance, theatrical performance, or dance performance. It involves the expression of talent, skill, and creativity in front of an audience. We have here also sports performance. So in sports, performance refers to an athlete's ability to compete, perform skills, and achieve desired results. It includes physical abilities, tactical strategies, and mental focus. And lastly, we have here academic performance. In education, performance refers to a student's achievement in academic tasks, such as exams, assignments, and projects. It assesses the level of understanding, knowledge, and skills demonstrated by the student. So when we say performance, it talks about the result of what are you doing, or kanang nakayubuhat, and then ang performance na matawag ato is kanang the outcome. Yeah. So we have here some examples to deeper our understanding about competence. So a student receiving a perfect score on a difficult exam. So here in the first picture, as you can see, matawag na siya og performance because it is the outcome or the result of the exam. Then, the second picture is a chef winning a cooking competition. So, in summary, competence represents the underlying knowledge and understanding, while performance refers to the actual application and output of that knowledge in real-life situations. So, this competence and performance is we need this in the everyday, yeah. Because kini competence is magkuyog man jud yung competence and performance. Without competence, there is no performance, and without performance, there is no competence. So, do you agree with these statements?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Now that you know the difference between the two terms, let us now proceed to our next activity. So, I will group you into two. Count.
One.
So, one. Okay, group one will be here. Group two on the side. So, any volunteer?
Performance.
So, we're going to do a role play presentation. So, I have here the criteria. So, criteria for scoring: relevance of ideas, 20 points; presentation, 15 points; cooperation, 15 points, with a total of 50 points. Any questions regarding your task? Good. You may now start working on your task as a group. Each member of the group should participate. You are given 20 minutes to complete the task. The first group to finish will receive another 5 points for this morning. Present a short yell in your group as an indicator that you are done, and after that, you are going to go in front and proceed to your role play. You may now start. Present a yell. Okay, present your role play. Your role play is all about
Competence.
competence.
Uy, Ella! Uy, Ella, yung motor, nagugba. Ayun na to. Take two. Take two, baby, take two.
Take two, take two.
Ayaw ba tayo? Ayaw ba tayo?
Two minutes
Your lights, camera, action.
Huli na, gisagdas, manang motor. So, mo na to eh. Ayoko na to. Sa dili ka walo, di nga ako. Ano yan? Basta yung mag-ayos na. Wala, ano ba? That's all, ma'am. Competence. Competence. Can you give me a short explanation about your role play? Bilis na tulak. Okay. Again, from here. Give us some short explanation about your role play. Okay. Na, bisaya ako na. Parang, naayon ko akong amiga, tapos nabuka, then among giayo. Na wala kabalo, kana di kabalo unsaon bag-ayo pero buhat-buhat ni or yayo-ayo bisag di kabalo. So ang resulta na is anang hingguba na siya sa samot. That's all. Very good. Let's give them a round of applause. Ito, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. You like it? Lights, camera, action! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Balik, balik! Nandiyan ginamit ko kapala mo sa'yo. Ikaw na pinapis. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you. Okay, Miss Cabo, kindly give us a short explanation. So our role play is all about one instructor and two performer. So we need to perform a dance. So ang isa ka student kay dili siya mo cooperate, dili niya give yung best para sa performance. Can you pass me one of those papers with your name? So the group 1 got 49 points, while the group 2 got 48 points. Did you understand our lesson for today, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Now, Kyla, kindly explain to us the importance of differentiating, knowing, and doing in your personal life. Again, kindly explain to us the importance of differentiating, knowing, and doing in your personal life. Call a friend. Miss Alina. Explain to us the importance of differentiating, knowing, and doing in your personal life.
Okay, the importance of differentiating the competence and performance in our life is dapat kabalo ta sa butang, dapat atong praktisan para ang resulta is kanang okay, dili ma good performance.
And how about in academic life? Kago, kindly answer.
So in academic life, you need to give your full effort so that you will get the what you want.
What is that?
So in academic,
In academic life.
you need to give your full efforts so that you will get a good grades or whatever.
Excellent. So I am glad that you are able to understand our topic for this morning. Do you have any questions regarding our topic? Since there is none, we will have a short quiz. So kindly get 1/4 sheet of paper.
Saan yung ballpen? Ay, ballpen mo. Ay.
Okay, number 1. Answer true or false. Competence refers to practical skills and abilities, while performance focuses on theoretical knowledge. True or false? Number 2. Performance is the application of competence in real world situations. True or false? Number 3. Knowing the rules of a game is an example of competence. True or false? Number 4. Performance is about demonstrating knowledge and skills in action. Number 5. Bridging the gap between competence and performance is essential for success in various fields. True or false? Number 6. Competence is the foundation that supports performance. True or false? Number 7. Competence is only relevant in academic settings, while performance is applicable in all areas of life. True or false? Number 8. Performance is about how effectively individuals can apply their knowledge and skills. True or false? Number 9. Competence represents the behavior and actions exhibited by individuals. True or false? Last number. Understanding the principles of a subject is an example of competence. Are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Collect the papers. Write corrected by Okay.
Wait lang. Dan lang. Wait lang ah.
Are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Who got the perfect score?
Go.
9.
Hello, ma'am.
Elamia Maria got 9 score. Very good. 8. Erica Balco 7. Tina May Matula. And Ida Ray Sofia Cabo and Tambaliho Kaina. 6. 5. Guarda Pibil. Okay. Better luck next time. So since our discussion is about to end, I have here an assignment that you're going to do at your house. So in a 1/2 crosswise, write a reflection paper at least 5 sentences from what have you learned today about our discussion.
Copy, ma'am.
Any questions, class?
None, ma'am.
If there's none, that will be all for today. Thank you and see you next meeting. Goodbye, class.
Bye.